Hello! So, in the last episode, we brought our little transport ship over here to Nakia, where we got a whole bunch of distribution missions that are ready to go, and they're all with Quaif, who I have pretty good standings with right now. However, I am not going to be doing that today. I'm going to do that in the next video. So, instead, I'm going to be heading over to Amar. I'm going to leave that ship parked there. I'm going to head over to Amar because I need to get myself a fast travel frigate. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to spend some time flying around this neck of the woods in search of some cheap components. Yeah, just that sort of thing. So yeah, probably not going to be manufacturing much today. I'll be just trying to pick up as many components as I can and trying to turn them into rigs, and we'll see how that goes. I guess, like, again, I'm not really an expert in this game at all. However, I have been able to get 2 different alpha characters from 0 to 1 billion ISK just by doing hauling, and they stayed alpha pretty much the entire time. I think one of them was briefly omega, but that was after they'd already gotten the million, if I remember correctly. And the system for it, I guess I can share it now, is fairly straightforward. So yeah, this is going to be like mostly, again, trading and hauling today. If you're looking for manufacturing stuff, that'll be in another video coming up after I get me some components. But for the trading and hauling stuff, on both characters, it was fairly straightforward. This is with one other character who will remain nameless, and then a different character who, I mean, there's no point keeping them nameless because I got videos of the entire process. And I'll go over what I did with that guy, just so that you don't have to watch the entire hauling you to sleep YouTube series to see what I did. Also because, like, I left out some stuff because I had like the websites that I was using on the second screen. But starting out is fairly easy. On the second one, I did. Yeah, I believe I did day 1 hauling pretty much right away. All I did was I just did the 2 explorer missions, and that was so that I could get the Amicus ship, which has a good cargo bay, and then I immediately went into, I believe it was right away, I went into antibiotics, just moving antibiotics back and forth. And the trick for that one is you want to try to find a system where... Now, I don't know if this is one of those systems. We're in Tashmercon right now. What you want to do is you want to find a place where there's a single system, and in that single system, hopefully you've got multiple stations where one of them is selling low and the other one is buying high. So let's see if there's like anything here. Okay, so this is an example right here, right? So if you look in Synod, this one here, these guys are selling at 315. It's not the lowest you can go. You can go as low as 300 here, but they're selling at 315. They're selling at 315, and then these stations here are buying at 375, and these are buying at 375 as well. So that's a pretty easy way to get some quick ISK. Is just like go over to one station, buy out their stock, and then immediately buy out their stock again. So are we still in Tashmercon? Yeah, we are. So they're selling like just under 7,000. So you buy the 7,000, and then you try to buy. Well, you buy the exact amount. Buy 6,989, because I think if you go over, it messes with it a little bit. You buy the 6,989, and then if it works, because these are NPC goods. If it works, the station will then immediately put up another 6,989 at the exact same price. So there is a price increase that will happen after that, but very frequently it doesn't it doesn't trigger on the first one. So you go to the station, you buy 6989, and then you buy another 6989. You go to the next station, you buy 6989, and buy another 6989, and then you bundle them all up and you take them over to these stations and you sell them off. And in the same way that these guys will buy at 375.50 for this quantity, if you actually fill that out, okay, it's gone now, but if you fill that out, then they will buy another batch at the same thing as well before they like triggered like a lower, like a price decrease. So yeah, that is that's a way to get some ISK fairly quickly. I think I got, I don't know, I got to double check the video just to see what I did, but I think I got around like 7 or 8 million just doing that in a single play session. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, like that's a grind. If you're going to go down this path, that's like a real massive grind until you get lucky, and then if you get lucky, you'll come across some really good like arbitrage trades. But we'll get to that stuff later. So the first thing that I did, I believe that time, was antibiotics. I think I might have done some holo reels as well. But you're looking for NPC goods, and hopefully you'll find ones. Let's see if they have it here. Do they have them here? Well, we got multiple people selling at 310, and Abaim, no one is unfortunately buying at that amount. But Mabnon is 2 away, which is not too bad. So yeah, sometimes you got to hunt around in order to try to find that deal. But what am I looking for? I want to dock here. So you can do that in a, you can move that in an Nemicus until you get enough money that you can buy a hauler, like a proper hauler that you really pack a lot of volume into, and then you can start doing that with the hauler. And then when you're done with the antibiotics and the holo reels, I think those are the ones that have the best profit. I'm not sure. So some of the other ones, like the per unit profit might be better, but the cargo space that it takes up is so massive that it's just not worth it. So you don't make as much per trip. Atron. This is actually why I'm here anyway. So let's dock here and get it. That's expensive. Atrons should be cheaper than that, aren't they? Yeah, you should be able to get an Atron for much cheaper than that. So I'm overpaying. Well, maybe I'll get a executioner. Can't fly an executioner just yet, but they're much cheaper. Do I have any skill points? Oh, I have some skill points. Okay. Now, where did those come from? Did I have them left over from last time? All right, well, whatever. Amar frigate. Okay, just want to make sure I docked. Okay, Amar frigate. So we will do it in an Amar frigate. Let's get this. Buy and inject. Usually I like to do it in an Atron, but you can do what I'm about to do in pretty much any fast frigate. And the idea here is you are going to fit it out in a way to get it to an align time of under 2 seconds. So this is a little bit later after we do the NPC thing. So the first thing with the NPC goods is you do antibiotics and you do holo reels and whatever. And you can make some money doing that. It's more money than I think I got doing like high sec exploration, but it's way less money than low sec exploration. So there's a bit of a risk there. You'd have to grind out a lot of what's it called? A lot of like T0 abyssals, and even then you'd need to have good ship skills, whereas for this you don't need good ship skills at all. Really, the only thing you need is you need to know like where to find the stuff, where to sell the stuff, and just like stick to high sec space, and you should be okay. doing that. I mean, obviously, there's always a chance someone could like try to kill you for gits and shiggles, as it were, but you're generally pretty safe. And the main skills that you want to get out. Okay, so you go from antibiotics and polyreels, and you move up to something like Vitalk, which I think requires a little bit more cargo space, but has better profit potential. And I think there's one other one. There's other stuff that you can do too, but I think that Vitalk is probably the better one. Let's actually check Vitalk right now. Vitalk. Vitalk currently has pretty good margins still. So you're looking at like buying for like 7,800 and selling for 12,000. So that's pretty good. Now the thing is, a lot of the places that you are selling to will be in low sec or null sec. So you do have to hunt around a little bit to find some places that are high sec, but there are some. I do have a video where I did something like, oh, here we go. Yeah, like Osman and Vafivi and Arender and whatever. Quantity's a little bit lower, but the price is okay. Actually, the quantity is not that much lower. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to bring it up here and bring it in there, and you should be able to see this. And you can see like Vitalk, it's being sold in here. So this is a high stack area, and that's like 2 different places in this one system are selling it for $12.50 for this amount. And then the biggest prices are here. You're looking at nullsec and whatnot, so that's no good. But if you scroll down enough, you will get to some places like here, like Soshin. They'll buy it at 12,000. Osman will buy it at 12,000, and Arender. They're both buying at just under 12,000, and they're all in the same system. So yeah, that's something there. So if you ever want to move some NPC goods, that's an option. And similarly to the other one, the last time I did it, you can buy out the stock, and then it'll immediately replenish, and then you could buy that one out as well at the same price, and then the price will go higher for if you're trying to buy it, or it'll go lower if you're trying to sell it. If you sort of go over a certain cap. And I think that, I don't know how often that cap refreshes. It might be daily, it might not be, I have no idea. But, yeah. So you do that, and then you do that until you got some scratch, and then when you're ready, you switch over into arbitrage trading. And arbitrage trading, the kind that I did that got me up to like 1 billion ISK, albeit through a lot of grinding, was by moving a lot of stuff that was high value, low cargo footprint. So we have here, we have an executioner. Sorry. Okay, so we buy this thing here, and we will get into it. We'll get the little... What? Oh. Yes, confirm. Okay, close. I can now get into it. We get the cinematic. I really wish I knew how to fly that thing for combat, because that is one sexy ship. Let's change the name of it. Change name, we'll call it something that'll scare people away, hopefully. Typhoon. There we go. Believe it or not, sometimes that does work. They see Typhoon in the one column, and they assume it's the actual class of the ship as opposed to the name of the vessel. Okay, so we got ourselves a executioner. Now what we want to do with this executioner is we want to get it down to less than 2 seconds. So less than 2 second align time. So this means that you can jump into warp ideally before they have a chance to actually lock onto you and do something. I don't think that's a 100% guarantee. I think there are some like really fast locking ships, but in general, this is in general, it works. All right, so the big things that we're looking for inertial stabilizers. So let's simulate the ship first. So inertial stabilizers. And how many do we need? Hopefully we can use these. That gets us close, but not close enough. Switch over to this. Friction for the low friction nozzle joints. And hopefully that gets us. It does not get us there. So we will... I'm trying to keep this as cheap as possible. What am I doing? What am I doing? Stabilizers. Okay, that almost got us there. That is frustrating. There are ships that are... I think the Atron with this setup would be under 2 seconds already, because I think the Atron has a slightly better align time than this. Now, the skills that you need in order to get your, in order to get that to work are evasive maneuvering. So I've already got that maxed out, and the other one is spaceship command. Spaceship command, and I got that one maxed out. So, yeah. That is too bad. I don't think anything else actually gets me lower. So, all right, well, we'll try it with, the Type D. All right, that puts us below. That puts us well below. Can we get rid of this? We can. Can we get rid of that? We cannot. So we only need the one rig, and then we need 3 of these, and then we need something to go fast with. I'll put on a micro warp drive, just a cheap one. Nothing too fancy. Although, wait a second. Can I do a 10? I can. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Let's try that. And then, what's this? Oh, that's just a warning that I'm using too many things. Yeah, there's diminishing returns on this. If you've never fit a ship before, then yeah, that means there's like diminishing returns. If you have fit a ship before, then I'm sorry that you have to watch me go all through all this. And then let's just put a couple of shields on here. The shields will not protect you against much. The idea is really just in case you come to a low sec gate and there's like NPCs there, like rats or whatnot. This should protect you in case they try to pop it. What am I doing? That's the wrong one. Not the booster. Sorry, I am barely awake. Shield extender. Come on. All right, that's 1 and that's 2. Okay, so these won't do much. They certainly won't do anything if a bad guy tries to get you. It's really just to like protect you from like a shot or so from like an NPC at a gate or whatever. But this won't do much. I'm just doing it because these are cheap modules. Are they cheap? Yeah, they're cheap. Okay, there's not much cargo space. That's one of the deals with this. I might be able to get like a cargo rig here or there. I don't know which one would be cheaper to do. Cargo. This one is 49,000. That gets me. Yeah, so this would get me up to 150. Yeah, what the heck? Let's just go with this. I'm not going to bother with this. I mean, if you want to, you could throw a salvager on here, maybe. I don't know if it would actually fit. Just for the hell of it. Would a salvage go on here? It would. Oh my god. So now we have a ship that can actually do some salvage. I mean, it's not cap stable, but then again, my skills aren't up for that. But this can actually work, and it's sub 2 second. It's not sub 2 second if the afterburner is on. It's sub 2 second now. But yeah. All right. I didn't actually realize I'd be able to fit it all out. Save as silly executioner. Learn to spell executioner. Silly executioner 1. Save. All right, we will buy this. Buy all. We do not need the ship. You go away. We're probably paying more than we need to, but okay. And then let's fit it. Yes, let's fit. Okay, and we got a ship. It's got 150 meters cubed. It can align under 2 seconds. It's got a oversized afterburner in case someone tries to warp scramble us. We're still pretty quick, and we can salvage a whole bunch. So we might end up using this a lot. But yeah, so what do we have here? We have a ship that can now run around and pick stuff up for cheap. So let's start looking for stuff to buy for cheap. What do we want? We want salvage materials. All this stuff seems to be priced lower in Dodixie space. What about contaminated Lorentz fluid? Can we get this cheap anywhere around here? Contaminated... Wait, nanite compound. Nanite compound? No, that's in... There's better prices than this. Actually, that's not too bad, but that's kind of far. And wait, Masaba, that's low sec, isn't it? Yeah, that's 0.1. We're not ready for that just yet. We can pick this up though. It's on the way. And it's not a terrible price on it. All right, well, we'll get on the go. Yeah, basically we're looking to pick up a whole bunch of salvage components, and then we're going to get ourselves a rig recipe of some sort. And then we're going to start making stuff. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be making like small ship rigs or medium ship rigs. I don't know that yet. But for right now, we're just going to run around and get stuff. Okay, so if you've got a ship like this and you want to find... how do you find high value, low cargo space footprint items? There is a website, and the website is called well, there's a bunch of different websites. The one that I used pretty much exclusively was no, not that. I want the cheap thing. Where's the cheap thing? Contaminated. It's doc. Doc. The one that I used was eve-trading.net, and I can show you that one here. Bring it over. And what you can do on this website is you go down to here and you put in the information that's relevant for you. So if your max cargo space can go in here, the max amount that you're willing to spend in millions can go here. So we don't actually have all that much, so we might go something low like that. Going from anywhere, going to anywhere, maximum amount of jumps is fine, and then you can choose what kind of root security you want. You can set your thing for alpha accounting, alpha tax rate, and then you hit search, and then you get all these deals. So these are all these things that you can pick up. Now we already have our first example of something that you'll want to avoid. We'll talk about that now. I guess I'm not really in a rush. Right, you want to be careful about doing this kind of thing, because you look here and it says, oh, well, I could buy this thing for 1,000. I can sell it for, oh, this actually gives the details on the thing. Yeah, you buy it for 1,000, sell it for this amount, and you make all this money, and there's not a lot of tax on it, right? That's great, right? Well, the thing that you have to worry about is the fact that there is one buyer for all of this, and there's many, many sellers. In general, in my experience, I found it's a bad idea to chase buyers. You don't want to chase buyers. You want to chase sellers. Because what's happened before is I've come across a deal like this, and I thought, oh, this is really good, so I raced off to a place to go buy it, and then when I was on my place to get there, somebody else had bought that same item and had gotten there before I did, because there was only one seller. So what we have to do is we have to actually double check to see if many people are buying this thing or not. So there's another website I use called Eve Market Browser. Just type that in there, check it, and you will see that nobody is buying this thing at 4 million. So this would be a good seller. You can pick this up, and then you can sell it at this value, but nobody is buying this thing at 4.2 million. A lot of people are selling it at this amount. So maybe this thing is already out of date. I don't know, or maybe there's something weird going on. I mean, this website, every now and then, the website is a little bit off, so you have to double check some stuff. But in this particular case, this is a case of telling you what you should do. So like, instead of actually trying to chase after this, a better idea would be to try to chase after this, because this is very cheap for this, and you can turn around and sell it. He's got 3 of them, and you could sell them off for like what? That's 550, so that'd be like almost like $1.5 million. So that would be pretty good. But the situation that's going on here is that there is one buyer, and they're buying it. Maybe they really want it. And so they put it up here, and now there's all these different places that can supply it. Ideally, you want the reverse of this. You want to have it's always coming from the same place, and there's many different places that you could take it to. So that is one thing to keep in mind. You know, again, I mean, you can do whatever you want when it comes to the store stuff. But in my experience, it's not a great idea to be trying to chase the seller. If you can, chase the buyer. It's the better play. But yeah, otherwise, you know, you just go through that website and you look through all the different results, and you're looking for something that has a good margin and something that'll fit in your ship. You want to try to get. Okay, well, I can bring this back over here because this is a better example. Sorry. This is a better example here. So in Otobine, now it is low sec, so you'd have to be comfortable with going to low sec. But in this place here, they're selling this drone cerebral fragment, and Jita would buy it and you get a profit. Tama would buy it and you get a profit, and Frarn would buy it and you get a profit. So this is a case where if you're looking here in the drone cerebral fragment, let's see if this shows up. Yeah, and you can see that this here is the price that they're selling it at, and it's very low compared to everybody else, and there's a lot of buyers for it for a profit, right? So it's not a huge profit, but when you're just starting out looking for like good arbitrage deals, that's an example of something you can look for. The next thing you want to worry about is you want to have a percentage profit, and the reason why is because you're going to be taxed on a percentage. So I think I did the math on this one, so I might have gotten it wrong, but I think the math is something like it is better to buy at 1 million and sell at 2 million than it is to buy at 102 million and to sell at 109 million. It's kind of arbitrary, those numbers, but the idea is you would think, wait, 1 to 2, you make 1 million in profit. 102 to 109, you make 7 million in profit. Why wouldn't you do the 102 to 109? Well, because of the fact that you're paying taxes, and that eats into your margins a lot. And I think, no, I don't think, I know that I've made that mistake before when I bought a whole lot of something and I sold it thinking I was going to make something like 10 or 15 million in profit, and I ended up taking a loss. Because of the fact that the margin was so, the percentage on it was so, like the percentage profit on it was so low that the taxes on the whole thing ate into it. Next, once you've found a place that is selling something for cheap, and that you want to go and buy it from them and then go sell it to a buy order, that's like giving you a nice profit, then you want to make sure that you've got a safe route to get there. So in our case, if we go directly from Amar to Dodixie, let's just bring this up. Hold on. Amar, Dodixie. Then it is a very fast path to get there. I guess I can show you that here as well, so you can see it's a very fast path to get there. It's only 15 jumps, and in our current ship, that just goes by very quickly. However, you would be going through faction warfare space. That's a lot of low sec space there, and one of those gates is being camped pretty hard. So that would be a bad route to go. The website I use for this is very common. I don't know if evetrade.space, what is it called? Evetrading.space? Yeah, eve-trading.net and evemarketbrowser.com. I don't know if those are like the best websites to go to. I just know that they're the ones that I just got comfortable using, and I just have one in one tab and the other in the other. But I think everybody uses eve-gatecheck.space. Go to that one because there you can just say you're traveling from somewhere to another place, and then it'll tell you right away the fastest way to get there. It'll tell you what systems you're going through if they're dangerous, and if you want to avoid things like Abazon or Wadama, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, Wadama and Abazon or whatever, then you can put them in there and saying just I want to avoid these systems, and it'll find the next fastest way to get there or the next safest way to get there. So we're probably not going to make money on this episode. We'll get we'll get 500,000 doing that. That's garbage. If that's the only way we're going to be making money, then that's bad. I can manufacture an item. Okay, so I can do that this episode. I could have actually run some missions back there, and that would have helped as well. But that's okay. Another thing you have to worry about sometimes, you have to worry about seasonal goods that expire. I've been burnt on this before. I saw some things that showed up on evetrading.net, and it was looking like there was a nice margin there. And then I found out only afterwards that the only reason why there was a margin was because people were trying to get rid of the stuff because it was about to expire. Because there was like some sort of booster or cerebral accelerator or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was like a temporary seasonal one. So I bought it thinking I was going to make money, but then somebody else actually filled that order. Like they were able to buy it and then sell it off. I thought that there were a lot of buyers for it, but it turned out there was everyone was racing to get to them because they were all trying to unload this stuff that was going to expire within a day. So you got to be careful about that. The other thing I think I only touched on briefly, all four empires have ships that can be fit in the way that we did this one. Now the Atron is the only one that I know of that can be fit so that it'll be sub 2 second, and you can put a salvage tackle up in here. The one thing about the salvage tackle is that it messes with your align time. It reduces it. So you kind of have to do something similar to what I did here, where like you've got you max out your inertial stabilizers, you max out your friction joints, just to have that, just to have enough of a lower align time that the penalty you get from the salvage tackle doesn't offset it, and you're still below zero. Sorry, you're still below 2 seconds. Only reason why I bring that up is because if you decide that you want to try to have a dedicated salvage ship, then I think the Atron would be the way to go if you're trying to max out for align time. Personally, I find salvaging in dangerous parts of space to be fun, but I'm a coward and I run away the first sign of danger, so I want to have a very fast aligning ship to do it, so the Atron would be the way to go. If you're okay with being like sub 3 seconds instead of sub 2 seconds, then no big deal. You can just use any of the fast frigates, but otherwise, so you got I think I said this already. Did I say this already? It's the Atron, it's the Executioner, it's the Condor, and it's the Slasher. Those four ships can be fit to be sub 2 seconds. And yeah. Oh, I can buy these remotely, can I? Yeah, buy that. And then buy this one. Come on. And that one. Do I want this one? I don't know if I want that one. What are we looking? Can I have any other Rens fluid? No, I can get a cheaper Dodixie. Okay. And I think that's basically it for the whole, how to get to 1 billion. Essentially what you have to do is you have to just grind it out, so you're you buy low, sell high to get yourself a little bit more money, so you can buy a bit more low to sell a bit more high, so you can buy more stuff, so you're you just gradually just grinding your way up to $1 billion. And the way that I did it on the character that's in the videos was a little bit unfair, because I was probably I think it was only around like 200 or 300 million or so, and then I saw an absolutely insane deal. Like, it's just nuts. It's in one of the videos there. You can hunt it down if you're curious. But they were just selling it at an absolutely ridiculously low price. And it was like 1/10 of what it should be, and it was a very expensive tag of some sort. So I got all that, and I moved that over, and it was only a couple of jumps away from perimeter too, which was insane. And that was the one that brought me up to $1 billion, and it was like 700 million or something like that over the course of like an hour and a half. So that's the kind of thing that you look out for. Otherwise, it's, you're chasing down deals, and you're racing your way to the buyer, or you're racing your way to the seller. Usually that's what you're supposed to be doing, unless you decide that you're going to take a chance, and then you do try to chase the buyer, which I've done. I've done it. I did do it in a ship that was like this, so I could get there as quickly as possible. But I did do it, and you do make some money that way, and so it's like a fun little risk, I suppose, to try to do it that way. The other thing that you can do is you can try to fly stuff in and out of low sec or null sec if you want to do that. Just be ready to get blown up, because the ship fitting is not going to protect you. There's not a lot that's going to save your life if you do that. So the theory I've been told on this is, if you're going to make rigs, what you want to do is you want to either have access to a lot of salvage materials because you do a lot of salvaging yourself, or more likely keep your eye open for good deals on salvage components or salvage materials. Yeah, the idea is that you want to try to find a rig that's going to be selling at a profit, and you also want to look for them when they're on sale. Like maybe someone did some salvaging and they just can't be bothered to do anything with them, and so they just put them up for sale, hopefully at below the standard price for it. And then you make rigs and you sell them. Do I have this injected yet? I already have this. Yeah, I'll just sell it off for 100 ISK. There we go. Making a profit there. Come on. To make 9 of these. I should have enough. 36, 27, 54. It's going to take me 3 hours to do. Okay. Activity skill requirement not met? Wait, whoa. What's this now? Okay, I just found out the hard way that I actually needed to spend even more money because I didn't have some skills that I needed in order to do this. So that was dumb of me. Yeah, if you need to, don't make the mistake I made. You need to have all of these things trained in order to be able to do this. So what am I down to now? I am down to 5 million. Okay, is what it is. Let's just start making these. And that completes the other daily goal. So let's look at that daily goal. That's not where the daily goals are. Sorry. Claim alls. I get 10,000 skill points, so that's good. I'm sitting on that. What else can I do while I'm waiting? Well, I can go to Botane and pick up those things I bought. Yeah, I'll go do that. I don't have anything in here. No. So that's unfortunate. I'm probably, I think I'm unlikely to actually make a profit even if I sell this stuff. And yeah, I don't think a profit's going to happen in this one here. I'll be sitting on some stuff that'll be of value, but it'll take a while for me to actually do something about it. So I'm making 9 of those. Those ones are selling for $500,000, so it's going to be 4.5. It'll probably get brought down to closer to 4, so it's 4 million. So it'll bring us to 9.5. But at least now we can make as many as we want now. What will I do then? I suppose what I could do is I could head back to the other space and move some of those antibiotics around. I can do that. A ship over there that can actually move stuff. I do not. Where is my big ship? Did I even have one? I thought I had one. Okay, it's an Alenia. That's 5 jumps away. Okay, well, the night is still young, so I can head to Alenia. I can pick up that Nereus ship and head back to the other place, or maybe find somewhere else that I can get some antibiotics and move them back and forth. And I'll demonstrate just like what I'm talking about in terms of like single system NPC goods moving. I'll drop this off first, though. All right. Okay, where's this? It's in Verge Vendor as well. Antibiotics. In Verge Vendor. Okay, that doesn't work. Sync liaison. Well, seeing as how we found that system back in the other place that could do it. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I'll do that instead. See if Vakemia is still dangerous. Sorry, it's still safe. Let's see if Vakemia is still safe. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go to Nikia. Okay, so we are in our little transport ship, and we're gonna try to do that thing that we talked about already, which was getting us some antibiotics in a single system. I'm gonna search for it there. Don't search for it there. Search for it here. Antibiotics. All right, so we are looking for a system that buys and sells and at a profit, so this one would work. Now they're only selling 6,900. Is there somewhere else that's selling more? Now, well, don't overthink it. just get started on this. This is enough to show the mechanics of it anyway. I might be able to make some decent money at this. It might only be like around like $1 million or $1.5 million ISK, but it'll be fairly quick getting it. That said, we may regret not bringing the Nereus with us. It might be a bit of a grind because of that. Okay, so we're going to be moving some antibiotics here, and just to demonstrate, I just want to make sure that it works. It usually does, but just in case. You'll notice here it says that you can get $69.89 of the antibiotics at this price. So we're going to try that, $69.89. It's going to cost us $2.2 million, and it should, if no one has triggered this, if somebody else has messed around with the antibiotics at the station, then maybe that'll be different. But it should give us another full order of $69.89 at around that same price. And there we go. It's around the same price. Now we'll do that one more time because we have the money to do it. But at this point, this will trigger a price increase at this point. So it's not inexhaustible. It should give us a price increase. And yeah, it has. So at the station now it's selling for $3.43, so it's much less profit there. That said, we now have a whole bunch of stuff that we can move. And so let's put that on there. And we can only move 2350 at a time. So this is a reason to what's it called? To get a bigger ship. So like the Nereus would have been able to handle all this in one go, maybe. But whatever, we'll grind it out. Duck. It's all in one system, so that kind of makes things a little bit easier on us. And we are, because these guys are buying so much of it in this system, it's nice to see that there's like a whole bunch of people selling at a relatively low price. So. And similarly, in the way that you can buy it, and even if you exhaust the order, it'll replenish it once at the same amount. You can do that with selling too, but one of the things I wanted to do is I don't want to exhaust this amount yet. I want to be careful with that. So I'm going to be bringing them all over all at once. Where is this? Yeah, let's dock here. I'm going to bring them over bit by bit and then try to sell them off all at once. So I have 5 more trips to go. I have 5 more trips to go. I would say that, like, even though in general the advice is to never what's it called? Never outfit one of those like big hauling ships with tons and tons and tons of cargo expansion bays. I think if you're doing something like what I'm doing here, just for like a little bit of profit, then I think this would be the exception to the rule, because you don't have to go through any gates. You can stay within a high-sec system the entire time, and you're just going station to station. Like, I can't think of any ganger who's going to be able to get you in those scenarios very easily. I mean, yeah, they can get you anywhere. I know, I get that, but it would be, that would be a fairly large investment of their time and resources just to try to pull that off. But yeah, this sort of thing is much smarter to do in a proper hauling ship. I had one. I just felt like getting here quickly, so I just stayed in the executioner, and I'm using my my little Holly boy to do this. Okay, so we had to make about 6 trips to do it. So let's stack all these up. Let's sell them off. Let's actually pay attention to the sell order as well. All right, so we sell these off. Yeah, 4.8. Okay, and you'll notice that this number here didn't change. So I have a feeling if I actually sell to these guys again, it'll trigger a price decrease. So I think if you are going to try to do this, if you're in a position where you can sell it off at exactly this quantity, then you can like maximize the amount you can sell at this price. But all right, whatever. So that was about 6 trips back and forth in between those two stations. It was somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes, maybe a little less. And we went from where to where? Where are we currently at? We're at 6.3, and we were, prior to buying all that stuff, breaking for Project Discovery. So we were at 5.9, and we went to 6.3. That doesn't seem worth it. That's no, wait a second. Oh no, because some of this came from yeah. All right, we'll do the math again, because I think like some of this was just rewards. Let's just get this stuff first. Did they give me any rewards here? Gave me a mining. I don't need this. I don't need a range booster. So just that'll consume it. Just to simplify things. Okay, so we're gonna try it again, just to see exactly how much money can be made and how long it takes to do it. So it's currently 10:40, and we're going to run over to this place and clear them out. All right, so let's set destination and undock. Oh, that was from sales tax, that's why. Okay. So that got us to 6355. All right. Let's go bring this stuff over. Market. Yeah, man, Texas sucks. Q said Texas kid. Oh, I shouldn't have cashed in that reward. It's going to screw up our numbers. Ah, whatever. So it's 63550, so whatever number we get, we have to subtract 125k. Okay. Okay, so it took us about 11 minutes to bring it all over. 6 trips in total. So keep in mind, if you had a proper hauler, it would have just been done in one trip, and you'd be done in like 3 minutes. Okay, we sell this off. See what we get. Brings us up to 6.9. 69. Yeah, where were you? 36085. So let's get out the calculator. Calculator. 36085 minus 6355088 equals that, and we have to subtract an extra 125. And yeah, so it's less than $500,000 for 10 minutes of work. Yeah. it's a slog. That said, it is technically profit. We are kind of close to where we were before. Well, we're almost it was basically almost $1 million. No, it was about like 900k. It would have been more, but for the taxes. Boy. But anyway, yeah, if you have a bigger ship, you're going to be able to do like lots of those in one go. And all of a sudden, instead of like it being like a half an hour to get less than $1 million ISK, it's like 3 or 4 minutes to get that amount. And yeah, I think I don't know why I did so well with it on the first day. Like, I gotta watch that video again because if I just grinded it, if I was just grinding it with one of these things, that must have been a nightmare. I was probably having a few beers that night. Anyway, okay. So that is that's the process of, you know, just NPC trading. If you can find a single system to do it in, get in the bigger ship and do it. Like go through the industry tracks and get yourself one of those big haulers, because then you can just get that kind of money in like 1 or 2 trips. And then it's like a lot more worth it in terms of your time. Do that a bunch, and then pretty soon you'll be able to get the Vitalk. Let's see what the Vitalk's at. See if it's if there's any in the region. Vitalk. Let's have someone sell it for cheap. It's percent destination. Is that in low sec? It is not in low sec. Is that a good price on Vitalk? I kind of don't want to leave on this dour note. No, not sick liaison. All regions. And where is a nice... I said Soshin. How far away is Soshin? Is Soshin far away? It's 24 jumps away. Osman. Jumps away. All right, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna call it quits for the night. See if we can move that safely. Wait, how much space does Vitalk take up? I forget. Vitalk takes up 0.5, so I can only take 900 of these anyway. 900 times 4,000. What is that? Calc. 900 times 4,000. That's 3.6 million. Can I even afford to get that much? 900 times 8,000. Okay, well, I don't have the money to get all of it, but all right, for the content, I'm gonna gamble everything on this, and just hope to God I don't get blown up somewhere in the way. All right, well, whatever. Now we got to try to find a place to sell this. So, view market details. Nowhere here. So we got to go to view market browser. What are we looking at? Do you want to take this into low sec or null sec? This would be hilarious. Okay, so this is a little bit quicker, a little bit safer, a little bit, because I only have to go through 2 low sec systems. Yeah. Okay. So it was 22 million from moving Vitalk, and it was over the course of 2 hours. So basically about 10 million an hour if you want to do it that way. Again, it's it's really not that much compared to other things. It is a grind, and this is like one of the more profitable NPC goods. So, yeah, that's I'll leave it up to you. That's assuming I don't get blown up in a letier. Letiers. A letier. A letier. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I've touched none of the content of the Galente election stuff. I've been hearing nothing but a lot of complaints about multi-boxers ruining the mining aspect of it for everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they fix that. Like, it's complicated because on the one hand, you've got bot accounts, and then on the other hand, you got the multi-boxers, and then somewhere in the middle are just like honest to goodness players just trying to play the game solo or with friends, but not like, you know, each multi-boxing like crazy. What's that mauler doing there? Go away. Leave me alone. There's no, he's on the other side too.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, so we just sold off the Vitalk, and it brought us up to 9.957, so I'll type that in now. Like, not all of that is from the Vitalk, because, I was doing some project discovery along the way, and it started paying out like 60,000 per submission, so I think I got about like $500,000-ish just from that, so this was not entirely from the Vitalk, although it's still a fairly decent profit. Yeah, so we lost money today. That said, the money that we lost was essentially money that was invested into further product. And so we've got about 9 of those rigs that are being done. I think that should get us about 4 million, and we'll still be sitting on some decent components that we can make more rigs with. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna call that for today. We lost our number go up mission failed, but I think we were sitting on like a higher net worth. Maybe that's what I should be measuring. Maybe that's what I should be measuring, is like the overall worth. I don't know what this number was at the beginning of the day, though. Do they graph it? They do not. But I'm sitting on 10 million in assets, according to this thing, so... anyway, okay, so that's the character as they are now. And today, just to sum up, we sort of covered... Yeah, so that's... All right, I mean, I'll put that in now so that I'm above 10 million. I can feel really good about myself. But, yeah, so what did we cover today? We covered just the beginning of arbitrage trading with, like, NPC goods. We did some Vitalk, so you can see the profit that you can get off that. And that is available. The trips are longer and whatnot, but, you know, there's more money there. Otherwise, if you can get a larger ship and find a system that is both buying and selling something like holoreels or antibiotics or whatnot, you can make some money that way. And otherwise, we bought up some salvage components and put in a manufacturing order, which is probably not even done yet. But it should be done in time for the next video. All right, well, anyway, that's it, I think. Okay, goodbye.